Today we're making a cone, and we're actually going to make this one, and we're going to use a method called rollation. It's actually pretty neat. So the cone or taper is actually really easy to make. Here I have a couple different styles. This galvanized one is a 6 by 8 inch, 5 inches tall. These are very similar to these china caps that we made in our last video, only that these are actually easier to make and they don't take up as much real estate on your metal. Tape measure, hand seamers, left and right side snips, pattern snips, tinner's hammer, 2-foot square, compass, marker, scratcher. So we're gonna make this cone just a little bit bigger than this one. And I'm thinking let's make it 2 pieces instead of 1. So we're gonna start out by placing our square right on the bottom of our metal. So with my square on the bottom of our metal, I'm gonna draw a straight line down. And from the bottom of our metal, we're gonna come up 6 inches. We did 6 because the bottom of our cone is going to be 12 inches round. 6 is our radius. Now from that 6-inch mark, we're going to come up 10 inches because that's how tall our cone's going to be. So I'm just going to hook on the bottom and run up 16. 6 and 10 is 16. Then I'm going to make a mark at 16 over here, a mark down here at 6, jump to the other side, mark 6 and 16. Now I'm going to draw those lines across. Now up here, I'm going to make a mark at 4 inches. Since our new cone is 8 inches in diameter, we need 4 for our radius. Now this line represents the middle of our cone. At the top, we need to come over 4 inches and 4 inches so that we have 8 total. On the bottom, 6 and 6 for 12. So top, we're going to mark 4. Come over here, mark 4. Run the ruler down to the bottom. We're going to come over 6 and come over 6. Now we connect those 2 points so we get our cone shape. Run that line up. And run that one up. Now we're going to draw in the radius, so we're going to grab our scratcher. I'm just going to use this to make a dimple in our metal. That way it has a point for our compass to stay on. So I'm just going to place this on the center top and center bottom. Now I'm going to set my compass to the 4-inch radius we have up here at the top. Then here at the bottom, same thing. Now we're going to cut this out. I'm just going to trim off a good majority of this with my pattern snips. Well, I didn't realize how dull they were. You can use either reds or greens. Just make sure that they're offset. It never fails, doesn't seem to matter which pair of snips I grab, they're all dull. It's like I was cutting rocks with this or something. Maybe I was. Try to make your radius really nice and round, that way it rolls better. Now we have a potato. We're going to bend these radius points right over the edge of our bench. Take this line, place it right on the edge of the bench, and then I have a piece of flat bar that I'm going to place over the top, right on the line as well. And then I'm just going to clamp these in. Push down. Close enough. Here's our template. It's pretty old school, but it's pretty neat, so you have to see this. So now we start with a new sheet of metal, and we're going to trace this. Roll it around your metal so that it takes up the least amount of space as possible. This spot looks pretty decent. So we start out on the edge of our metal. We're going to make a mark at the top and make one here at the bottom. And then all we do is just trace it as we roll it along the metal. Just be careful not to shake it or move it too much. Pull the Sharpie along with the metal. Take your time, do a good job, because this is going to be our pattern for the other side. I'm going to straighten this out a little bit. And then I'm going to come to the other side here and draw another line. This is going to be our tab so we can connect our other piece. We're just going to miter the ends a little bit. Now I just cut this pattern out and trace it over here. This way is nice because you can pick and choose where you need to place it on the metal so you're not taking up too much real estate. So now you have a front and a back to your cone. If you plan on welding your seams, you do not need a tab. Now for the hand seamers, I'm just going to kink this tab a little bit. You don't need much at all. Now, just like when we did this one, we're going to form this around the pipe. I'm just applying slight pressure. I don't want to kink anything. All we want to do is get this to 180 degrees. It's kind of like a press brake. We're just putting little bends in it. That's pretty close. I'm going to call that good. Now I'm going to put the two halves together with the tabs on the inside. And that's kind of the gist of it. This method is called rollation. I don't know if that's a technical term or not. That's just what we call it in sheet metal. It works pretty well if you can get this thing to roll nicely. Also, this radius should be 90 to its body. If it's in or out, that's going to affect the height, which it did a little bit on mine. Well, thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and that's it for this one. I'll see you on the next.